All right, guys, part two, same day trade. Actually, just wanted to put a little tiny update. Part two of my Barbie movie trade, whatever. Okay, so what ended up happening today for the NASDAQ? Apparently, Meta posted a good earnings call, so they shot up into the close. It's sold off a bit now, but that's just profit taking. But so actually, basically, kind of what I assumed was going to happen, right? So I had a long position here from in here. And I said they took out today's like high of day. So they took out all these buy stops up here. And then it could sell off. So then it sold off. And then my position actually went back into drawdown. I just held on to it. I checked back into it. And I happened to catch it right at market close. And I just saw this massive candle print into close. So I just sold my position. I don't even know where it should have a marker. Wait. Hold on. Oh, okay. So right there. So basically above this high, I exited my position. And so now my paper trading account is now above 10,000. So I hit 10,000 profit in a week. Technically more because it was in the negative, but whatever. Let's just call it 10 G's, give or take. 10 G's paper trading in 1 week. Okay, once it finally clicked. And what are my rules for paper trading now? No short selling. And no stop losses. And all I do is set buy limits below major lows. Okay? You see? Well, if it goes lower, I'll set more. But as you can see, literally, I don't even have to sit at my chart. These buy limits on this account are just set. So if price goes below that, it's going to buy. Guys, it's not about catching the final top or the bottom. It's about getting a decent entry and getting a decent exit. Okay, and all the crap it does in between doesn't matter. All that matters is, did it hit this buy limit? Did it hit this buy limit? Okay, and then you manage your position after you're in the trade, right? You just wait for price to rocket above a high like this, and then you exit, right? Or, I only had one mini on, but if I had multiple minis on, I would have sold one mini, and then you could either move the stop loss to break even, just to ensure no drawdown, or you could just leave the rest of the position on, allow it to either go into more profit or more or back into drawdown, and then set a profit target for, I don't know, maybe here or maybe here, you know, something up higher, right? Like maybe here, right? Or wait till it takes this out and goes even higher, makes a new high, goes away from that high, and then goes back to that high, and say you take profit there, right? The market kind of it gives you. Even though trading is extremely difficult, the better I get, the more I realize that highs and lows, even though it freaks out retail, it's actually the market's telling you what to do, right? So as you can see, like, what did it tell you to do today? Well, it went up, it bought, okay? It created a balance candle at 2 p.m. for FOMC, okay? So this is the balance candle. All right, I'm going to get advanced here. I'm going to give away some trade secrets, honestly. I'm going to be charging you guys for this soon, okay? Once I have enough subscribers, I'm going to have a Discord, and then I'll one-on-one mentor you guys for, like, I don't know, $10 a month or something. Who cares? But okay, so enjoy these little secrets while I give them away for free, because I'm going to start charging for them. But so it creates this balance candle at 2 p.m., the beginning of FOMC, right? It goes to the upside, all right? So that one type of trade you could do is like my 9:30 a.m. or 9:25 a.m. trade, where the balance candle, once it breaks it to one side, in this you wouldn't take a short, but you trade to the long side. It doesn't give you a 2-to-1. It does eventually here, but you could put your stop there and like go for some profit. You'd probably be taking profit anyway above high of day there. So, but anyway, here's a little secret about balance candles. Once it violates it to one side, it will usually continue ranging. So it goes up, creates this high. Okay, now once it breaks below the low, you can be a buyer here. Why? Because it's gone to the upside, and now it's gone and violated it to the downside. Now that it's violated it to the downside, it's very likely to violate it back up again to the upside, right? I'm just giving you guys the blueprint how to identify range trading markets, which is that you find these balance candles wherever they exist. The reason today's is 2 p.m. is because that was the start of the FOMC. So you can very clearly see that a balance candle was created. How do you know it's a balance candle? Because it kind of establishes a new range that's way more bigger than the previous volatility, it wipes out some stops, like the nearby stops, and it creates this balance candle. Okay, so once it exceeds that to the high right here in this candle, you can go in long right here. Your stop can be here, and then you can take profit, above high of day or wherever it makes sense. Take partials along the way, or go for a 2-to-1, which you would have got stopped out from. But anyway, it comes back down, violates it to the downside. It doesn't close below it, which some people say is also an indication that it's still long. I don't really care about that. What matters to me the most is because it's violated it now. To me, it already has a bias, but then it violated that bias. To me, that means ranging market. So what does a ranging market mean? It means you're selling above recent highs and you're buying below recent lows, right? So once it violates it to the downside, you become a buyer. Okay, clearly institutions were doing that because that's why price ripped up. Okay, so where do you take profit? Back here, because it's becoming a ranging market. So you're expecting it to go up, take out buy stops, and then go back down, take out sell stops. Now, I don't know if it will continue ranging. FOMC is a bit weird, but I'm just talking about what I've noticed when it comes to balance candles. I'm not going to tell you when all the balance candles happen. I may have already, I don't know, but if you pay attention to certain times of day, hint, hint, where there's certain changes in the market, okay, where it's a specific time of day where there's an influx of liquidity and volume, okay, hint, hint. When you look at certain times of day, you will identify balance candles, okay, and so it will either just violate or it'll break out and continue, or it'll violate it. But when majority of the time when it violates it, it will continue ranging and just taking out stops, taking out stops, taking out stops, taking out stops. I've noticed that happen a lot. Okay, I can't say that's a completely perfect analysis of what will happen every time. I'm just saying I've noticed a pattern. Once that occurred to me, I began to notice it happening fairly consistently, right? And so that's what happened here. So yeah. Other things to note: midnight and 8:30 price. It goes above those, sells off. It hits a opening gap right here, sells off. Like all these confluence, but really it doesn't. That stuff isn't. I mean, it's important, but what really matters is it took out this high, took out all the sell stops, dug into buy stops up here. And if I had to guess, I could expect it to. I mean, I have a bullish bias in the market, so I'm never gonna really try to guess a short trade. But there's a decent chance it comes out and takes out this low now, during the, once the market reopens again for Thursday's trading at 6 p.m. Eastern time. There's a good chance that from 6 p.m. onwards, overnight and into tomorrow, there's a decent chance it takes out this low. And if it does, I would be looking to be a buyer there, which you can clearly see I'm looking to be a buyer. Well, at this low because it's very close to it, but a little bit better entry, right? So same thing though. But I would expect it to probably come take out these lows before continuing higher. Although there's also a decent chance it just continues higher without ever going back down to those lows again. Probably not, but it still easily could happen since it has a long bias. Okay, so I hope this actually ended up being a little bit longer than I expected, but I hope this makes sense to you guys and you're getting a little more information. Yeah, let me know what you think. Yeah, right now I'm saying 500 subscribers. I'm going to create a Discord, make a public Discord channel, and then, maybe have a private tier to it, just to get a little bit of, create an opportunity to be a more in-depth mentor, one-on-one, get to know you guys better and stuff. But I'm only at 200 subscribers right now, so that's still months and months away probably from happening. But let me know what you guys think about that, and yeah, take care. I'll see you guys next time.